guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Today is the 12th day of our 12 days of Bookmas. All of them were leading up to today.
Christmas!
It's Christmas! Merry Christmas!
We thought it would be perfect to end our 12 days of Bookmas by going book shopping. So that's exactly what we did. We went to Barnes & Noble and we went to Half Price Books, and we sure did find some goodies. We ended up going later than we normally do, so it was dark and nice and cozy.
Felt like a cute girls' night in. We got a bunch of good books, but we really just wanted to film this so we could be with you guys for the holidays. We feel extra cozy too because we are currently in our Oodies. Oodie was actually the very first company we ever worked with, so it's full circle now that we've hit 10K and we're able to work with them again. But you guys know we love our Oodies. We're always in them.
The first one I had was such a stable comfort item for me. I constantly used it. Anytime we went out of town, we were always bringing it with us. Anytime it's really cold and we're editing or watching movies late, I am always in my Oodie, so I'm so happy to have a new one.
If you don't know what they are, it's basically a wearable blanket. They're so soft, warm, and fluffy. The whole inside of them is like this warm Sherpa fleece, and it is so soft, you guys.
Especially us as Texas girlies, it's always hot here, so when it's cold, we don't know how to act, but this always does the trick. It's so nice, so warm, and I love that it even has like
the hood is so cute.
It's just screaming cozy night in.
These are so long. It's not like a jacket. We have it like wrapped around our legs right now because it's so long. We will leave their link in the description if you want to check it out for you, or it would be a perfect gift for someone this holiday season. They also gave us a discount code for you guys to use and save $35. So that code is LarandaReads35. Everything will be in the description, but make sure to check it out. You guys know we really love Oodie. I'm so happy we have like our colors now too.
It just makes sense.
Thank you so much, Oodie, for sponsoring today's video. You guys, they're cruelty free, which we love, and just a well-rounded brand, so make sure to check them out.
So we're gonna go ahead and go over the books that we got from Barnes & Noble, but first we have to tell y'all that we were able to go to the big Barnes & Noble, which we hardly ever do, but it is one of our favorite locations. I think just because it's one of the newer models.
And it's huge.
It's huge. It's 2 stories. It's gorgeous.
It's far, but it's worth the trip because every time we go, we're so amazed and everything looks so beautiful. It was popping though because it's Christmas week, so I know all those employees were stressed out. I asked one of them if they're going to do the 50% off all hardcover deal that they sometimes do after Christmas.
And she was like, I hope not.
She claimed she didn't know what I was talking about, but I was like, either you're not allowed to tell me or you really don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I thought it was funny because she was really just like, I really hope that's
She was like, if we do, I hope I'm not here that day. And I'm like, honestly, fair.
Up first is the one that I was so ready to finally get my hands on, and it is Love Redesigns by Lauren Asher. This is the first book in the Lakefront Billionaires, and oh my gosh, every time I'm on social media, every time I'm on TikTok, somebody is like, you have to read this book. She also has Dreamland Billionaires, the fine print. I only read the first one, but I really enjoyed it. I think by the time that I was ready to read the second one, it was just not popular anymore. I was just focused on other romance books, but I mean, this one is popping right now, so I'm right on time. I really don't know too much about it, but I love this playlist already. It makes me want to get Spotify.
I know.
Content warning. This love story contains explicit content and topics that may be sensitive to some readers. Oh! In Julian's point of view, it says, if I ever caught on fire, Dahlia Munoz would fan the flames with a smile. So when she returns to Lake Wisteria, I fully intend to avoid the interior designer, at least until my meddling mother exploits my savior complex. The faster I help Dahlia find her creative spark, the sooner she will leave town. But while I was busy getting rid of Dahlia, I overlooked one potential issue. What happens if I want her to stay?
Ah, that's cute.
It's giving miscommunication already though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now we have to read Dahlia's point of view. It says, people say the devil has many faces, but I know only one. Julian Lopez, my childhood rival and family frenemy. Wait, this is kind of cute.
I like that.
I vow to steer clear of him while recovering from my broken engagement, but then the billionaire makes an irresistible offer. Renovate a historical house together and triple our profits. Our temporary truce becomes compromised as we face years worth of denied attraction and mixed emotions. Giving into our desire is inevitable, but falling in love, that isn't part of the plan.
This sounds good.
This sounds really cute.
I can see why everyone's freaking out about it. And if you like the series, you can get the new one when it comes out.
I hope I love this one so I can also get that cover and then start displaying them on my shelves.
Yay, that's a fun one. Okay, mine, you guys, seems kind of random, but it's not if you've been watching the videos because I have mentioned this a couple times throughout the fall videos. And it's one that I really just wanted to get my hands on. I didn't know they have this at Barnes & Noble, so when I saw it, I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm just gonna get it. And it's In the Company of Witches by R. Lee Wallace. This is like one of the most recommended cozy fall reads. I did have it on my fall TBR and I didn't own it yet, so now that I have it, I want to try to read it before the end of the year. This is the one that says, when a guest dies in the B&B she helps her aunt run, a young witch must rely on some good old-fashioned investigating to clear her aunt's name in this magical and charming new cozy mystery. It sounds so perfect for this time of year. They only have this book in mass market, at least that's all that I've seen, so I just decided to get it. So it says, for 400 years, the Warren witches have used their magic to quietly help the citizens of the sleepy New England town of Evanfall thrive. There's never been a problem they couldn't handle, but when someone dies staying at the witch's bed and breakfast, it seems like an accident, but soon becomes clear that there's something more sinister at work, and Aunt Nora is shaping up to be the prime suspect, so her niece Bryn is gonna have to prove her innocence. I had to pick this one up specifically because I've been talking about it so much recently, and I'm happy they had it, so this is gonna be read this year. Mark my words.
This year?
This year! Tomorrow!
So those two were the books that we got from Barnes, and then we went to Half Price, and what a successful Half Price trip that was.
The selection that Half Price has always differs because it just depends on what's being donated at that time, but I don't think we've ever seen that many good options and prices at Half Price books.
Especially in the clearance section.
I know, that's the first place we always go, and the selection was immaculate. I don't know why everyone's donating their good books this time of year, but thank you, because we took them all home.
We had to go get a basket because it was that serious. But we did buy a lot for Christmas gifts.
We're not gonna haul those ones because they're gifts, but we found a couple for us that we're really excited about. So we found The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. This one I know has been super popular. We've seen it around all the time, but I've never actually read about it. It says, if you knew the date of your death, how would you live your life? This is something I've constantly thought about, and I wish I did know the day I was gonna die, because then you could live your life how you want it, knowing and having a deadline. I need a deadline, you know? So it says it's 1969 in New York City's Lower East Side, and word has spread of the arrival of a mystical woman, a traveling psychic who claims to be able to tell anyone the day that they will die. Oh, I didn't know it was a psychic. It's like, would you believe them or no? If she has her credentials, like,
I feel like if somebody really did tell me the day, I'm gonna always remember that day.
Yeah.
Even if I don't really truly believe you, half of me is like,
it's in the back of your mind, yeah. So it says the Gold Children, 4 adolescents on the cusp of self-awareness, sneak out to hear their fortunes. I see where this is gonna go. This sounds good. The Immortalist probes the line between destiny and choice, reality and illusion, this world and the next. It is a deeply moving testament to the power of story, the nature of belief, and the unrelenting pull of familial bonds. This sounds good. I can see why everyone's talked about it so highly. It was in the clearance section, you guys, for $3, so I had to pick it up.
One that I've been wanting for so long, they actually had there in the clearance section for just $5, so I had to get it, and that is The Reunion by Kayla Olson. I don't know why I never purchased it from Book of the Month. I guess it was because I was meant to find it in the clearance section at Half Price Books. This says, sometimes real life happy endings require going off script. Liv grew up on TV. She spent her adolescence trying to be as picture perfect as her character in real life, but after the death of her father and the betrayal of her on-screen love interest and her off-screen best friend Ransom Joel, Liv wanted nothing more than to leave the spotlight behind. Now though, 20 years after the show's premiere, a major streaming service has invited the original cast back for a reunion special. Liv is happy to be back on set, especially when she discovers that Ransom has only gotten better with age. They quickly fall into their old rhythms, rediscovering what had drawn them together decades before and realizing that their feelings for one another were not merely scripted. They never are, huh?
Nope.
They always end up forming some kind of connection. I do love fiction stories where they're celebrities and they like have to work on like a movie or music or whatever, so I think this will be really fun.
So the next book I found there is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, and the only reason I picked it up is because of the author. I read one of her other books this year, and that one was A History of Wild Places. I liked it, but I didn't personally like the plot. I liked the writing though, so that's why I picked up this one. It says, welcome to the cursed town of Sparrow. 2 centuries ago, 3 sisters were sentenced to death for witchery. See, why do I keep picking up witchy books? I like that. Stones were tied to their ankles and they were drowned in the deep water surrounding the town.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that town is cursed. Now for a brief time each summer, the sisters return, stealing the bodies of 3 troubled girls so that they can seek their revenge, luring boys into Sparrow's harbor and pulling them under. This sounds good. Mistrust and lies spread quickly throughout the salty, rain-soaked streets. The townspeople will turn against one another. Penny and Bo will suspect the other of hiding secrets, and death will come swiftly to those who cannot resist the call of the sisters. But only Penny sees what the others cannot, and she will be forced to choose to save Bo or herself. I don't know if this is a YA book. It kind of sounds like it, but I am extremely excited to get started on this one. I think this plot I like a lot better. I went into her other book not knowing anything about it, my fault, and I didn't love that one, so I'm hoping I love this one.
We did also end up finding Emergency Contacts by Mary H.K. Choi. I've seen so much about this book from the start of this reading journey. It says, for Penny Lee, high school was a total non-event. Her friends were okay, her grades were fine, and while she'd somehow landed a boyfriend, they never managed to know much about each other. Now Penny is heading to college in Austin, Texas. It's 79 miles and a zillion light years away from everything she can't wait to leave behind. And then we have Sam. Sam's stuck, literally, figuratively, emotionally, and financially.
Same.
He works at a cafe and sleeps there too, on a mattress on the floor of an empty storage room upstairs. He knows that this is the god-awful chapter of his life that will serve as an inspiration when he's a famous movie director. But right this second, the 17 bucks in his checking account and his dying laptop are really testing him.
Oh no.
The bottom says, when Sam and Penny cross paths, it's less meet-cute and more a collision of unbearable awkwardness. Still, they swap numbers and stay in touch via text and soon become digitally inseparable, sharing their deepest anxieties and secrets without the humiliating weirdness of having to, you know, see each other.
Oh, cute.
That is really cute. This sounds like a perfect YA book, honestly.
I too prefer the digital than human interaction.
But I think this will be a really fun read. It was only $4.
I know, come on, half price. The last one we have is Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter. $2? Come on. Even if I didn't want it, I'm gonna get it. This is like a YA thriller and it sounded pretty good. It says he has a killer on his tail. She has a bedazzled hatchet. What could possibly go wrong? I'm like, take it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So it says Maddie thought she and Logan would be friends forever, but when your dad is a Secret Service agent and your best friend is the president's son, sometimes life has other plans. Before she knows it, Maddie's dad is dragging her to a cabin in the middle of the Alaskan wilderness and into a totally different life. No phone, no internet, and not a single word from Logan. Maddie tells herself it's okay, she has wood to cut and weapons to bedazzle, her life is full. Until Logan shows up 6 years later and Maddie wants to kill him.
Oh my god.
Why do you want to kill him? But before that can happen, an assailant appears out of nowhere, knocking Maddie down a cliff and dragging Logan to some unknown fate. Oh my god. Maddie knows she could turn back and get help, but the weather is turning and the terrain will only get more treacherous, the animals more deadly. Maddie still really wants to kill Logan, but she has to save him first. I see. We just thought it'd be a fun little mystery thriller to have. This one sounds pretty good. Haven't seen it around, I don't think, though, so let us know if you have read it. That's pretty much it, though, for all the ones we can haul. It has really just been a cozy, chill day, though, so I'm happy we're able to get these.
We need to start going night shopping more.
I know. I like it better because it's less crowded.
It's more inviting at night. I don't know. Something about it. I just like nighttime.
I am myself a night owl.
Yeah. That's a wrap for our 12 days of Bookmas. Merry Christmas, you guys. If you guys celebrate, if you guys don't,
Happy holidays.
happy holidays.
We've had an amazing time doing these 12 days of different bookish videos, so we hope we could do the same thing next year. The year is almost over, you guys. We still have a couple videos coming out. We're excited to see what the new year brings, though. If Barnes & Noble decides to drop their 50% off all hardcover, we will be going tomorrow. So maybe we'll have another shopping video come out soon. Until then, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, once again, thank you, Oodie, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys check them out in the description below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to join our book club if you haven't already. And we will see you guys later this week for our normal scheduled programming. So happy it's Merry Christmas! It's Christmas! Woo! The most wonderful time. Jump scare, we're in my room. You could probably tell with the vast difference and lack of color. Taylor Swift era's bucket though.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.